Feeling fat. Use these 2 easy ways to lose weight. You might imagine that making a decision how an awful lot meals you eat, however you don't. A recent observe published in the Journal of Consumer Research has observed 2 ways that your thoughts hints you into ingesting more without you understanding it. If you're looking to shed a few kilos, then know how these insights could offer a painless way to do it. 1. Let your plate control your portion. When it comes to eating less, researchers have lengthily recognized that a simple way to reduce energy is to use a smaller plate. In one test, conducted with the aid of Brian Wanzink from Cornell University and Kort van Ittersum from the Georgia Institute of Technology, it became determined that a shift from 12-inch plates to 10-inch plates resulted in a 22 increase in energy. Assuming the common dinner is 800 energy, this easy exchange would bring about an envisioned weight loss of greater than 10 kilos over the course of 1 year. While studies have tested over and over once more that smaller plates cause smaller portions, the reason for this reduction have been unknown until recently. Wanzink and van Ittersum have concluded that smaller plates cause us to eat less way to a powerful optical phantasm referred to as the Delboeuf illusion. The illusion works due to the fact we think matters are smaller when we evaluate them to matters that are larger. If you put a small piece of meals on a big plate, your mind will inform you that you are ingesting a small element and you will mechanically put greater meals on the plate. However, if you place that equal piece of food on a small plate, your mind will inform you that you are consuming a massive element and you'll stop adding food. Forcing yourself to position a small element of meals on a big plate will drain your self-control and motivation. From a mental standpoint, it feels like you're depriving yourself. Meanwhile, the identical component feels larger and greater filling when you see it on a small plate. The Delboeuf illusion has been confirmed to work for a wide range of shapes, including squares, rectangles, and triangles. In different words, it doesn't matter what you're ingesting, your mind will nevertheless play hints on you in relation to the relative size perception of your element and your plate. Thanks to the Delboeuf illusion, downsizing your plates will reduce the quantity of calories you are eating and assist you to sense glad at the identical time. Forget about self-control and motivation and permit the plate manipulate your portion for you. You can correctly and happily consume a complete plate of food and still lose weight. Simply start with a smaller plate. 2. Pick a color that makes life easy. The size of your plate isn't the simplest element that determines how plenty you eat. Wanzink and van Ittersum have discovered that the shade of your plate matters too. The 2 guys conducted an experiment wherein they examined the relationship among plate coloration and serving size. The researchers instructed one group of individuals to serve themselves pasta pre-combined with a purple tomato sauce and a second organization to serve themselves pasta pre-mixed with a white Alfredo sauce. Each person turned into randomly given a white plate or a dark red plate. The researchers located that after the coloration of a participant's plate matched the coloration of their food, they served themselves almost 30% greater. In different words, if you ate pasta with red tomato sauce on a darkish crimson plate, you ate nearly 30% greater than you would in case you had used a white plate. The equal was true for ingesting pasta with a white Alfredo sauce on a white plate as compared to a darkish crimson plate. The cause at the back of this drastic distinction in serving length is that once the color of your food blends in with the shade of your plate, then the amount of meals doesn't seem like as massive. The result is that you'll come to be scooping extra meals onto the plate. The higher assessment in plate coloration to meals shade will mechanically save you from throwing an extra scoop onto the plate. Typically, this isn't something you'll think about, your mind will simply realize that you don't want every other serving. You don't ought to depend on motivation due to the fact the coloration of the plate is helping your thoughts make the decision for you. Easy ways to lose weight, how to make this work in your life. The first alternative is to bear in mind to devour differently, which is extra commonly known as dieting. Dieting is hard and depriving yourself of positive foods drains your strength of will. As your motivation dwindles, the likelihood that you may persist with your diet drops. Human beings are creatures of dependency and overriding your modern consuming styles is a difficult aspect to do. The reason most diets fail isn't because we switch to the wrong ingredients, it's because we don't definitely comply with the weight loss program over the lengthy term. The second choice is that you could shift your ingesting conduct by way of designing the surroundings around you. Changing short cues, like the color and size of your plate, is a simple way to take advantage of the way your thoughts works and alter your consuming styles without actively considering it. If you're looking to lose weight, then making a few adjustments to your environment can make existence lots easier.